The first Ayatollah Obama nuke deal are the same ones doing a deal for Team Biden. By all accounts, it's much worse. Joining me now is Executive Director of the Iranian Americans for Liberty, Bryan Leib, and National Security and Counterterrorism expert, John Rossomando. Gentlemen, I want you both to take a swing at this first question. Give me about 30, 40 seconds apiece, will you? Obama showed up on NPR, said his deal would lead to the Iranians breaking out with nukes within a decade. Seems to me that Biden is trying to finish the job here. Where am I going wrong? Bryan, you first.
Sure, Chris. Good to see you. First of all, it is all systems go for Biden and his team to do everything they can to revive that failed JCPOA. It's very clear that they're doing everything they can to revive this deal. And all of the people that Biden has surrounded himself with are former Obama people. So they're doing whatever they can to revive this deal. And listen, it's not a good deal for the American people. It's not a good deal for our allies in the Middle East. And it certainly is not a good deal for the liberty and freedom-seeking Iranian people.
Yeah, John, if you're Israel tonight and you're hearing about all this garbage, it's Obama 2.0, even worse, what are you saying?
I think if I'm in Israel right now, I'm feeling kind of nervous. I mean, is Biden going to give billions of dollars to Iran that Iran is then going to turn around and give Hezbollah? I mean, and rain down rockets, missiles, and same with Hamas. Because last time when we saw the Obama deal, the terrorist groups like the Houthis, which have been raining down missiles on Saudi Arabia, we saw an attack on Jeddah last week, will be the beneficiary. So it just really boggles the mind.
Yep. Bryan, Watchdog Group in the meantime has filed a lawsuit accusing something called Voice of America of hiding communications that reveal that this so-called company's role is actually undermining America's interest. Voice of America is pro-Iranian in their reporting. The American Accountability Foundation has sent dozens of FOIA requests with no response. So what now? And should American taxpayer dollars be funding a pro-Iranian propaganda arm?
No, Chris, they certainly should not. And my organization, the Iranian Americans for Liberty, applaud the American Accountability Foundation for taking this bold step. Listen, government agencies are required to respond to FOIA requests from the general public. When they don't respond to a FOIA request, we have to start asking the question, what are they hiding? So I'm very happy to see that AAF has taken this step to hold Voice of America accountable. At the end of the day, VOA has long been pushing Iranian regime talking points, and they have been pushing for President Biden to get back into the JCPOA.
And right back to the preamble, it's getting government funds, and nobody in Congress is overseeing it because our government spends too much and is too big. John, new reports allege that Vladimir Putin has supported green energy activists here in the United States, namely the Rosa Luxemburg Foundation. The strategy is simple: kill American energy production to keep the United States and Europe addicted to Russian energy and oil. Joe Biden, by declaring his war on energy states here in the United States, Texas, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Biden is aiding Vladimir Putin, is he not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was to you, John.
Absolutely. I mean, the Rosa Luxemburg Foundation was created in 1990 by the former East German Communist Party. It's connected directly to the Kremlin. I found that Russian, they profess their allegiance to Putin. They have direct connections to the Gazprom, which is the Russian state oil and gas organization. I mean, they've held training sessions in the United States and in Europe in support of the Green New Deal. They've opposed fracking. I mean, Vladimir Putin said in 2011 that fracking was the worst thing ever. And Congress looked into it a couple of years ago and found evidence that there was money being funneled between oil and gas interests in Russia to places like the Sierra Club.
Democrat policies aiding a dictator. Who would have thought? Actually, they always do. Bryan Leib, John Rossomando, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate the time. When we get back, folks.